for you. I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you. I cried for you. I tried for you. Tell me why you left me Here we are, we locked down in different cities, and our virtual connection falls apart. Guess it's been too many years since California. Now the memories of us is all I have. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn, gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in this same sky, when I'm on the other side. that we once knew, when the walls weren't closing in like they are now. Cause it's been too many years since California. I wish I could get there, I don't know how. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before we're done, gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in the same sky, when I'm on the other side.
Missing little moments, it was easy just feeling alive. 2 a.m. wide awake, talking like we had the whole night. And I don't know if I said this right. No, I don't know how the days gone by. Missing little moments, it was easy just feeling alive. Every now and again, I trace my steps back to then. It's all that I needed to move on, to feel it. It's all that I needed. Searching for the moments I'm a little less 25. A little less 25. A little less. Searching for the moments I'm a little less 20. A little less 25.
Entombed in my mind, can't seem to break away. Lost in time, thinking about better days. Do you ever get used to the pain? 'Cause I don't know if I can do this again. Now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Lullabies of you still in my head. Someone come save me. Bloodshot eyes, can't sleep, I'm rotting in my bed. Even the drugs don't faze me. I don't think you understand. I gave you everything I had. When did shit go wrong? And now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried.
Finally, the finale is here. Welcome to FSL Valorant Showdown. My name is Donut, and with me is Quack. We will be your casters for the last match that you will be witnessing all throughout that you've seen here at Valorant Showdown. We're excited to see, of course, the two captains, the two rivals. Will it be Team Alexi or BABYGRR? Or will it be... Or will it be Team Oh Really with Team Neri? That is the big question.
The biggest question. I mean, it was kind of answered on the first day of this FSL Valorant Showdown, but you know, everything comes full circle somehow. Like for some reason, divine intervention, maybe, I don't know, but everything comes back. You know, we or maybe it's just FSL having really good script writers. That's probably what it is. You know, those people need raises. Yeah, it's, you know, Alexi with her video calling Neri out, Neri answering back, and once they fought each other, Neri actually won. It was close though, because it went all three maps. It was 2-1, and then we come back today, Alexi challenging Neri once more.
This is basically a rerun of the first episode that we saw here of day one, right? Team Neri versus Team Alexi. The script writers were so excited to rewrite everything that even the maps, I think, maps will get revealed in a bit. It's actually quite similar. I'm not saying quite similar. It is similar to each other because the ones that they played in day one are the same maps that they will be playing for today.
Yeah. We knew about this because right before we went live, Terror visited us, and she's all like, sorry, we really need to win this. My aim feels good today. But yeah, we really needed to win this, so we're picking these maps. So it is what it is. All right. I think it's still going to be fun. I hope they bring something new to the table, something different. Doesn't have to be wild agents. I don't think they want to do that, considering that this is a grand final, don't it? $1,000 prize pool.
For sure. I mean, this is gonna be big for them, and I think Tara mentioned like we really need the prize money, right? And all of the effort that they've done all throughout the 4 days, it has to pay off, right? And it is down to the last match. Of course, they have to give out everything. We might see, of course, if they in day one, the map number 3 was actually played, then we might see it again.
Yeah, we just might. I really feel like it's gonna go the distance, or I don't know. we'll see. It's really hard to gauge whenever it's these two players, these two captains, and also these two teams, because all of these girls have been kind of learning and showing that experience. And I'm just gonna shut up now because we're gonna go straight into agent select. The agent selection will answer the questions for us.
Yeah, the questions will be, number 1, will they be selecting their same agent pick as before, or will there be differences? Well, you can say this now, Quack. You guessed it the first one.
I think, I can't really remember, actually. I think it's actually the same, because Panda did go with, has been going that strat quite a bit. She did get a pretty cool, clutch moment. On the other side, it's going to be Kyla on that Omen, so slight differences in the teams, but still. Oh no, wait, actually this is rather different. There's a raise now in the form of Kiki.
So they're gonna go with that double duelist setup, and I think this worked for them, right? I think we saw Team OH REALLY play in Ascent, wherein Kiki was also the other duelist for the team, and Kyla did embrace that Omen role. And Nong actually did shine as the Killjoy. So I think they're sticking to what worked, sticking to what made them win a 2-0 for day number 2. But for the side of Team BABYGRR, Alexi is, of course, going to select that Reyna. And I think she got 39 kills. So
yes.
The 30 bombs are going to be seen here. It's a matter of trying to stop both of these forces together. And I feel like there would be a lot of they would coincide for sure, those two forces.
Yeah. It's just gonna be a lot of clashes back to back. The fact that they just went in with the Reyna, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a competitive player. I'm not entirely sure how it works in like a 10-man custom, but when they pick their agents, you might know this, don't it? When they pick their agents, they don't get to see what the other team's picking, right? Not until it goes into the selection screen, the loading screen. So it's maybe they arranged it beforehand, or maybe they're thinking alike, because Alexi and Inari are both Reynas.
Yeah, and sometimes there will be, during that loading screen, right? While you're waiting for a minute or 30 seconds for the server to load up, there's that time wherein you discuss, oh, okay, they do have the Reyna. Oh, they also have a Raze. Or, for example, oh, they're going double duelist. Should we have done that? Those are questions that are asked in the middle of the loading screen. But I think now I think Alexi has just said, oh, and Nary has also picked the Reyna. So may the best Reyna win.
May the best Reyna win. That's kind of... I mean, it's really cool. It's sportsmanship, but I'm also a little bit scared about what's gonna happen. But yeah, on the other side, right? Like, we might have discussed this before, but it's that dichotomy. You've got two duelists on Team OH REALLY, and you've got two sentinels on Team BABYGRR. So it's that whole story, that whole thing of aggression versus defense.
And I think that is true. Before attack, right? I think this composition by BABYGRR, it's all about the post plants. I guess with a Killjoy into play, there will be a great reliance on all of the utilities and of course all of those sage walls during the post plants, right? Once you put up that wall and you take a bit of time to rotate for the retake, And then when there is a newly built sage wall, and then you have to just scrape the ice for a while before you get to really commence on that retake. So that's a big delay. And I feel like
Yeah.
probably that defense that we're seeing now, even though, of course, they are on the green side, they're the ones defending first, is also going to be seen while they are on attack.
That's kind of the thing that I'm most curious about. You know, you mentioned it, Donut. They're gonna have to scrape the ice. The press choco on this sage. Of course, we all know that's strong stalling potential. Whichever site that she plays. But on the other hand, if you're a really experienced sage player and you know all those spots that you can boost yourself into, even on the attack maybe. But that's only if you have an omen or a raise. So that's why it's kind of this question mark in my mind right now. This is a very deliberate choice, but what are they gonna do with it? You know?
Yeah, agree. I mean, I would have to say that the sage pick would have been better if you did have that mobility duelist, such as a jet, wherein once the wall is up, you can easily just updraft over it and then surprise, get those kills. But maybe this time they would have to time it all together. Alexi and Depressed Choco, they've been a great duo all throughout the showdown. Maybe they have to time the walls, and Depressed Choco, she has to also be mindful where Alexi is actually going to be standing so that Alexi is boosted up for her to get all of those surprise kills.
Well, maybe you have those combo plays. But, well, for the time being, I think Centenario is having some connection issues. She has connected back in, but you know, the ping is kind of bugging out all over the place. On the other hand, Donut, you know, we were talking a lot about Depressed Choco and her Sage pick. Maybe it was something that Alexi called out for. On O'Reilly's side, it's Kyla on the Omen that's really interesting to me. You know, we have the two duelists. We know what they're capable of. But Kyla, it's kind of that initiator controller hybrid. It's a hyper aggressive composition. So they might just go in for a lot of rushes. But right now it's going to be an A split.
Yep, the two smokes were used, one for mid and another one to try and push forward onto the site. But no need for the smoke on mid because the Depressed Choco has already pushed up. She has map control towards mid. She knows that the information is there, but the defending team, they all get kills. Alexi, Depressed Choco, and the final kill for the flawless round is here. And Alexi said, BABYGRR, that aggression is stopped immediately.
That is bananas. I think you were right in calling that Depressed Choco Donut because, man, that... Sorry, I just distracted myself. That sounds nice. A Choco Donut. Yeah. Depressed Choco pushing out a B main. Just gathered all of that information. She called it out to her team. Everyone was prepared. Even right before the smoke dissipated, before Kyla pushed in, before Inari pushed in, we saw the rotations go through. They knew it was about to happen. This time around, whoa, we're just getting information again. Oh, this is just brilliant.
When you're blinking red, that's going to be a challenge, but Terror is here as well, getting the 2K, stopping all of them, immediately putting a halt to that B split push. Now, Team O'Reilly, they have no choice. They have to go through either the B main or they have to rotate, but they know that danger is here when Terror is actually posted up here. Oops, that smoke is seen, and when it's going to be there, she's just gonna push through? No way! Depressed Choco gets to.
Oh, look at this star placement from Panda too. It just scared the living bejesus out of Ice Cream. she could not have stayed in that position any longer. Tried to go into the corner just to set up an off angle and try to get some shots onto Alexi. But, you know, this not gonna happen. And I'm really excited for this match as well. You know why? Because Terror also promised us that she would get an ace donut. I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too. Probably that's the reason why she was looking for the rest of the members, right? She peeked out towards B main. She wanted to go back in mid, but Depressed Choco, also hungry for the kills, just pushed forward through that smoke. Now this wall is gonna be used. She wasn't even seen by the turret as well, so that's gonna be a flashy play, and Aries trying to destroy it.
Look at this observing.
And there is also that slow orb, but Inari actually sees her first. She was crouch peeking. That's why there was a bit of a miss.
Oh no!
And now behind that is Alexi, and she dismisses away, gets away with another kill. Nope, it's Kiki to bring her down.
Yeah, trigger discipline not quite there. A little bit eager beaver-esque. So now it's gonna fall onto her teammates to find the rest of this. Centenaro though, trying to do what she can without going in for a full-on gunfight. She wants to buy some time for her teammate, and that's gonna be Terror. She managed to do her job, so now they are in position to defuse the spike. Still trying to play it close, trying to play it safe. Nong, unfortunately, gonna whiff. Runs out of ammo. Picks up a Neri's Vandal. Oh my goodness! And even with the swing out, she just gets both of them. A 1-on-2 clutch for the third round.
You know, I doubted her for a second there because she had to pick up that Vandal, right? In that situation, in that pressure situation, you have to fix your eyes on your enemies. But no, she had a goal. She wanted to win. And she couldn't just win that with a Spectre. She had to pick up that Vandal. And look at that. It's actually glowing gold because she's at the very top of the server, at least for her team right now. Whenever she gets a kill, champion is there and it's glowing right in front of her. She wants to be the champion of this showdown for sure.
You just have to admire that. Also, she gets the final kill too. I mean, she's gonna get to see a giant brimstone in the sky. But moving forward, it's going to be Team Oh Really trying to prod and push onto its different entryways. Terror, what? She meant to shoot the boombot. A stray bullet hit Kiki. But then, of course, the trades go through. It's going to be Kyla, along with Inari, trying to challenge Alexi, trying to keep her trapped into this prison that is the B site. She's calling for backup, though. Oh, my goodness. But Nong can hear all of those footsteps. Alexi can, too. Oh, my good. Flicks upwards, gets a headshot. Now trying to duel against Ice Queen. Not quite going to get this one, thanks to the Guardian, thanks to a recon bolt. Ice Queen doesn't quite have the ammo, does reload off the Phantom, and somehow Nong gets Panda just coming in with a flank. The perfect two-prong approach to prevent them from stopping the spike plant to push onto the site.
It's a great way. I mean, Alexi had to reposition, but the members here of Oh Really, they know where she is. So that's why they slow down. They were walking, but at some point they slowed down because there is still threat on towards the site. It's just that, of course, Alexi having to see one, she gets one. And apart from that, I love the composure. Once they get a hold of the site, they don't let go of it at all.
That's just what happens when you have that really deep mid push. You just have that much more map control, especially setting up for those lurks. This time around, they're just suddenly going fast, knowing that maybe you're on an eco, they're not going to be able to do much against us. Let's just not even give them the positioning, the angle holding that they want. Taylor going to pop off the lockdown, though, just to do what she can for her team, but my goodness, Inari is on the hunt. Low HP, off to a classic, no problem. Flawless win for Oh Really.
Yeah, I really have to give it to Nong as well. Like, the first kill for that round was catching Alexi as she was trying to opt for that lurk. And even given that, right, Inari, she doesn't dismiss away, she dismisses forward. And just a little bit of an angle switches to her classic to get that kill. They know that there was a low buy for the team of BABYGRR. That's why there's so much confidence oozing from Inari during that round. And looking at the scoreboard, I mean, we're seeing, right? It's a battle of the Reynas. And they're both on top of the scoreboard. Alexi with 7, Inari with 5.
It's really close. Of course, Inari has to do a little bit more now just because she is the tip of the spear. She's the one breaking and kicking down doors, trying to get all those first bloods to create the space for her team. And of course, sometimes she gets traded out as well. But with all that said, it really is that duel, the duel of the fates, Donut. And it's going to continue forward. A little bit of a tech pause, but so far, we're seeing a lot of these different strats just being thrown at BABYGRR. And I must say, after the pistol round, they're not doing the greatest job of like just trying to adapt and trying to, I don't know, read the situations and react accordingly to them, because they are trying a lot of these default-ish standard setups. They're not really pushing out so much, and they definitely couldn't do that when they were on eco. So I'm just wondering about how they're gonna change their game plan.
Yeah, it has to be just really surprised, because both of these teams, they have this explosive play style. I would have to say Alexi and Depressed Choco, they contribute to that type of play style. But it's all about trying to assess how to try and stop them. And maybe that's going to be really a big responsibility for Depressed Choco. She is the Sage, right? She is the Sentinel. Apart from, of course, Terror, to give them that that gate, basically. The information plus the gate. But Depressed Choco, she has to do a lot with all of these utilities. The wall isn't enough. The slow orbs have to be timed as well. And I think that there is a big gap to fill here. We've been having these technical pauses, so this might run a little bit of a challenge for the team of BABYGRR. Yeah. And all they need is a great type of support system for each other. Panda, we all know her to be that player. Whenever there is pressure, whenever there would be a call for help, she's there. She's gonna place all of her stars and Nova Pulse all of her players, or even Gravity Well them all around, because she knows what their team needs.
It's really that global presence. She does it so fast too. Just instantly hearing the footsteps, knows
you should run
to block off, set up some nebulas to prevent an area from really just walking onto site. Lockdown coming in though, and that's going to be a big problem. Panda's not phased, still continues to hold down A short. The rest of them trying to find that little corner up top heaven to get some shots in. Terror does get the first headshot, but Kyla answers right back. And now we're on to Centenario and Panda, of course. One from short, one from heaven. It's gonna be tough. Oh!
Ooh. There's that headshot, but only a dink for Inari. There is, but Inari repeats as she lets go of that control button. She sees that little head, and Panda uses the Nova Pulse to stun, but Kyla, too quick to pull the trigger, gets her 3K. And another win for Team Oh Really.
That was a tough situation, Donut. A 1-on-2, and both players know where you are. Both players are just watching that angle like a hawk eyeing its prey. I think the only thing that you really could have done is to really go for really just fast, quick, short bursts, trying to get some of those strafe shots in. Doesn't matter if they're accurate or not, but I mean, Kyla and Inari just reacted on point. So it was kind of unwinnable, I must say. That said, on to the next round now. And Depressed Choco is trying to do what she can, setting up some artificial corners for herself.
Yeah, and if she's gonna be hidden there, she might do a sly kill. There is the jump out by Alexi. She manages to kill Inari with a shotgun. That's gonna hurt Depressed Choco as well with her Bucky of her own. Picks up the Vandal. Gets another kill against Kiki, but Nong misses out on Terror, just waiting for her to peek out, to walk through an Ice Quim. Gets another kill. Depressed Choco is down 2v1. Terror here has managed to pick up a gun, and Ice Quim try to reveal where Centenario is. She does glow, but Terror is out there waiting patiently for Ice Quim to melt.
I like that. That's such a good line, Donut. And that's just kind of what happens, you know, when you really have that discipline, when you really are that patient, that you don't really need to do all that much. Just the weather, temperature, it all does the work for you. I must say, though, that this round was really won by the right reads this time by Team BABYGRR. Depressed Choco with that artificial wall. Oh, really just trying to break on through, but they weren't really expecting some of those positions. Terror, of course, as well. Holding up by Market. onto the next round, and Oh Really are taking a little break. They're not rushing in as heavily anymore. It's a bit of a default map control kind of push as well. Deep middle, but A and B main control too. Ooh. Kyla though, from the shadows, and it's just really right out in the open. Someone just happened to be there. Off to another duel. And we have frags all over the place, don't it?
Kiki's already got an Alexi. There is that resurrection. They managed to pull through, but Nong is going to be here. A Sentinel just really planted on the ground until Centenario does eliminate. It's going to be another Ice Cream clutch here. Centenario again, still alive. This time against Panda. She does have her Cosmic Device, so she can try and use that. But against one, I would try to overwhelm them with numbers. But Ice Cream, she just slips away. She will plant down the spike. So this moment of vulnerability might be a lot for her. That Gravity Well and those Shock Bolts combination. But this combo, can it be destroyed by Ice Cream? She does destroy. She does the clutch. Beautiful work there by the attacking team. And now it really is. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? She won that clutch? My God. She has upgraded from a melted puddle of an ice queen to an ice queen because there was ice cold in her veins in this moment. She was hit by the gravity wall. She was vulnerable. There was a debuff on her that would cause her to take more damage from shots, but she just had the right movement, so crisp, just like Alexi is right now. Instantly peeking out a quick collateral through the Guardian and depressed Choco, bailing her out with that barrier orb.
Yeah, I mean, why would you need a Vandal if you can get collateral kill with a Guardian? So crispy with that, and they all had to peek at once. And Aries used her Empress, so both of these Reynas are online and on fire. Neri manages to get one. Depressed Choco is down, and as well as Terror. She is hot and kicking. So is Alexi. She gets her third for this round, and she's out for the hunt. Alexi gets the fourth one. The two potential aces. And then Neri is here. She is just waiting. Not too sure if it's gonna be an Alexi or an Inari ace. She dismisses away, and Panda is gonna be there. No ace for Alexi, but at least she gets the round. And a little bit of a crouch just to celebrate that.
Yeah, you deserve to celebrate it. After starting off the round like that, and you can tell they are having fun. And why not? We all need that bit of fun in our lives every now and then. And these girls are just giving us the game of the year. We're just in January and things are already heating up. I love it. Alexi with the 13-7 and 1 KDA right now. On to the next round. It's gonna be Oh Really pushing straight into the A site. And Ari says, Alexi can do it with the Guardian, so can I.
I'm very excited to see if Inari will get the multi-kill that Alexi has done earlier on, but because of that lockdown, it's safe passage on towards the site. But Alexi is here with the flank. She knows that the killjoy is near because of that turret. Now she eliminates. She's out for more, and she will greet Kiki here with a leer at first, but she gets a kill confirmed.
Well divided.
There is Panda's Cosmic Divide, but it does her dirty as she exits out of that Cosmic as she is praying, but Kyla's bullets does come through, and Inari with the final kill. Oh, really takes 6 there. Just unfortunate for Panda. After she's done her part to use her ultimate, it seems like it was put to waste for the retake.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate, because given how the rest of Oh Really were playing, having already set up those post-plant positions, having already pushed so deep into the site itself, yeah, she was not able to hold off A short. She didn't have any cover, and setting up that utility with the Cosmic Divide left her a little bit exposed. So now they don't have the guns. They're gonna get hit by so much utility, so much firepower. It's the early artillery softening up the site.
And that is just because of that one recon bolt that was sent her way. She does still get a kill though, and Neri is down with just 4 HP. That's amazing and a valiant effort for her. But Panda still wants to break through this attacking team. Centenario uses that Hunter's Fury, but it doesn't really do them that much. No information garnered. Turret is destroyed so they can actually push forward. What's the plan here? They have to break that through. They're gonna get detected by that recon bolt, so a little bit of a wall bang, but Centenario's head is seen. Nong misses a couple of bullets, but does confirm a kill against Panda. Now she sprays through against Centenario. What can she do right now? She's 85 HP. She does have the shock bolt, but there is no time.
Yeah, and everyone's just backing off the site. The best the Centenario can hope for right now is that after the spike goes off, maybe she has a couple of seconds to pick up a weapon. Probably not, so dying to the spike would be better, because you do need that round loss bonus in order to buy back in the next round. Like I said, this round just really came down to firepower. And with the way that they were continuing to push in, with the way that a lot of these positions went, BABYGRR did not really have the angles that they needed in order to pull off some of those sheriff shots.
They've been having mixed buys all throughout the rounds, right? So at this point, they don't really have the full armor, at least from Lexi and Centenario. They did save that past round, but it was more of a quasi-buy for them. So for the last round, the moment that it matters the most, they don't have that much. Panda's gonna get detected by that turret. Gives Inari that information. Kiki even makes sure that she's pushed back with all of that utility. Terror gets the first kill against Nong. And Inari uses that leer, and it's signal for them to push forward, but Kiki, that's too forward.
Man. All the way in, and just having some of those defenses at the right time to shut down the initial push. And now a lockdown coming in. This could set up a great scenario, but the Hunter's Fury goes in just to counter it. What I'm more curious about, though, is Kyla's positioning all the way right behind them. And Neri holding the off angle as well.
One enemy remaining.
She gets the shots. 3k for her just because of this post-plant. Take note, this was a 3v4. They didn't have the numbers, but they did have utility, and they do have an Airy. But that's gonna be shut down by Panda. Nova Pulse comes through, a 1v1 is here, and that time is ticking. The bomb is ticking. You get the kill, but not the win. 4-8. Great effort for Panda, but there's just no time.
And unfortunately, that's just how the story was written. Blame the script writers, don't it? But really, it's a lot of these positional plays from Team Oh Really. The way that they were able to push in so deep, while at times was a little bit disadvantageous, you know, they did lose Kiki, they did have to play off a little for a little while. Having Kyla go all the way behind, having some of those smokes just to block off Heaven, allowed Inari to find as much value as possible, to buy as much time as possible, that when it came down to it, when it came down to the clutch players, they just would not be able to get the spike defused. So, next half now, it's 4-8. BABYGRR has some work to do.
That's a lot of work. That's 4 points. But for sure, if they win this, then they have a chance. Kiki throws in that pain shell, but Alexi, that doesn't stop her. She's even gonna get overhealed. But there's still one on the site. You have to worry about Null for sure. She already gets 2. She spots out 1. She even gets a 3rd one with the classic. She's out for more. The Terror is there for the shutdown. It's a 2v1. Terror is so low. 10 HP. There's a drop down, and Ice Squim makes sure that they get 9.
It's always those kills where they're dropping down, and yeah, Donut, sorry, they did get 9.
Yeah, I mean, now the gap is even bigger.
5 rounds, right? It's just tough to track if someone drops down. It's tough to really push in this way.
don't know. I think it seems as if Kyla also stepped back a little bit, so that footstep could be heard. And at the same time, there was also a drop, so you couldn't really identify which one you would focus on. Because if you hear both, right? Do you confirm? Okay, maybe they pushed up.
No.
Oh, yeah, she's here. She's getting the kills, but she only gets one.
Okay.
I thought that was gonna be a massacre.
We saw that like so many times yesterday. But this time around, it's gonna be Kyla cleaning up and making things a little bit more normal for the rest of us. Of course, with Team BABYGRR getting the trades too. Look at how many people were peeking in air in that time. Definitely a little bit, just a little bit overwhelmed. 4 to 10, and once more, this distance that BABYGRR has to cover, it just keeps getting longer.
And that's the longer that you have to extend your hands, right, to your teammates to try and get that championship. At least .1 here. They do have a chance. It's a best of 3. But Alexi at this point, she's just moving forward. But Neri's the one to greet her. There is that clear. Nong cannot spot her just yet. But this is a clear shot. She gets that headshot. And up top here, this is what we want to talk about, right? Depressed Choco using all of those high angles. Uses the wall to boost up. And she can see everything. At this point, she can also see Kyla. But she destroys that door.
I like it. That's what we came here to see. That's what that Sage pick was all about. But still, their work is not done yet. Their job is not over. 2 players left, and they still could cause some mayhem. A little bit of a fake shrouded step, but Kiki pushing out of it. It's just gonna be the first one down, and then the second domino to fall. Panda getting the headshot. Another point closer to her ultimate, and of course, going for that standard start. It's 5 to 10. 5 more rounds to even things up.
I thought you were gonna say, right, the job is not over. I thought you were gonna say your duty is not over. And we were talking about the Sage too. Now Neri, she's gonna buy up, but look at this. She got killed by a Bucky earlier by Alexi, and now this is time for shotgun revenge.
I don't know though. She's
There's
alone. And there is a drone. She might play inside of it. It comes down to the timing. And she gets spotted. Anyone who pushes down now, she might be able to get one, but if they all rush her down, that will be trouble. She senses that. She feels that threat. She's gonna back up, calling for reinforcements. Oh, but Alexi domes her in the head. And all that's left is gonna be Nong.
I like that everybody else from Team BABYGRR, they just stopped. They heard that Bucky shot. And they all just, okay, wait. Stop. I could hear a Bucky shot. And it's a Neri.
And then Alexi's just like, yeah, exactly. So they want to be very careful. But Alexi's like, all right, hold on. Let me do this. She's just like slowly peeking in. She's having fun. And that's what I love.
Yeah, for sure. Like, look at both of the captains. Alexi at 20 and Neri at 16. For sure, they're having fun. At this point, now that brings O'Reilly to a save. Sheriffs all around for Team O'Reilly. Let's see if this is going to be enough. It's going to be Terror to be one of the first ones to take contact of this quasi-buy of Team O'Reilly. She does spot out Kyla. Takes a bit of damage from that sheriff bullet. But all the action is here in A.
And Nog knows it too. Ice Cream unfortunately falls because it's all up to Alexi. Centenary getting one as well. The entire site is theirs. The rest of them, Kiki, as well as Kyla, they might be a little bit afraid that Terror might be behind them. They did spot her out towards B main. So, it's a lot of pressure, but they're still trudging forward, able to get the first one.
Last player standing.
Centenary's not giving them a break though. Just posting up on top of heaven like that, Kyla manages to get sneak in. But then Panda just hiding inside of hell. She's gonna be able to get the last one once more. 7 to 10 now, Donut.
Yeah, earlier we were talking about the gap being so wide, but It's looking narrow with Alexi coming online here. First 2 kills are hers, actually, so that's a lot of heat coming from her. And this is what we were talking about, right? Both of these teams, they have that explosive play style. And when we said that the defense, it has to be balanced with the press choco, now Alexi cannot be contained. She does have 22 kills at the moment, and Ari, she's in that slice spot.
Okay. Still just trying to set up a bit of a flank. I feel like Alexi knows this as well, though, and that's why she's playing around that spot. Meanwhile, some hits and a bit of a fake with this lockdown onto the A site. Depressed Choco just peeking over that smoke. She's able to find so much value. This is incredible, Donut.
She only gets 1 though. She jumps down to reload. She knows it's not really a safe space for her. Neri is here, by guarded it. She's cutting the flowers out of it. Now we're left with 1. It's Centenario with a Vandal, but they both peek out at the same time. Classic move with the Neri, but she still gets the kill. And they make sure if the gap is getting wider, well, let's extend it a little bit further. I love that wall by Depressed Choco. It is reminiscent of when Nitro was with 100 Thieves and nobody could see him on that wall because he was in the middle of the smoke. He could all see the heads, but nobody can see that Sage's ponytail.
And that's that value again, the Sage pick. Love it from Depressed Choco. Love that you pointed that out too, Donut. Of course, Nitro no longer in Valorant, but on to the next round. It's going to be an Ari into the corner, doing her thing. She's gonna get dumped by so much utility though, but oh my god, again, getting the frag dismisses away. All of a sudden she's safe, she's comfortable. The rest of them just trying to push in. Alexi, that's going to be it. It's her, of course. Knowing just how her nemesis plays. The rest of the team now pushing and wrapping them around, trying to keep them sandwiched in towards B main. A lot of trades, Centenaro getting a final 1, and we're back to a 2-on-2. The main thing is, though, BABYGRR is on low HP.
Yeah, both of them also. They do have Hunter's Fury. They can use that for the post plant, but if Ice Cream does catch them while they're planting the spike, that could be their disadvantage. And Centenario, she's gonna be planting out in the open. Oh, she's gonna be planting in the middle of those boxes, so they're gonna get detected, but they both push forward. Interior is left all alone. She is low. She destroys that turret, but as Ice Cream is actually spraying through that turret, she's caught.
It is over.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. Both of them, in fact, caught red-handed. Centenaro first with a spike in her hands, and then Terror just trying to tickle them down. I can see that what Centenaro is trying to go for is that if they actually get the spike planted, they had the timing on that. They would have been able to back off and then play the entire site from A main. However, you know, it just so happens that Team Oh Really were fast enough to make their way onto Heaven and just to get them down as soon as the spike got planted. On to the next round, and it's not just any round, it's going to be match point.
Match point is here, and that's a big gap of a score, and Kiki tries
Okay.
to get a kill. Rocket is there, at least a huge chunk of damage here against Panda. And Alexi, she's caught off guard. Kiki takes her down, and Panda as well with her bench kill. But it's just her alone. 56 HP, and a headshot will do her dirty. 150 out of it. And the team of O'Reilly, they get 13.
I'm feeling like deja vu. Not to say that this is exactly what happened on day 1, but Aneri did win out on this map. Aneri did have this team with the leadership, with the calls, just to make some of these crazy plays happen. The fact that it was the last round, the fact that BABYGRR still had the guns, Aneri did not care.
Agree. I mean, when it comes down to not caring enough, right? Even if it will get you killed just to get kills, it's gonna be both Alexi and Aneri. I could remember the second to the last round wherein when Inari glowed because of that recon bolt, Alexi did not stop at all. She wanted that lights out for Inari. Immediate kill. And I think both of them, this rivalry is getting heated. They're both at the top of the very top of the scoreboard. Alexi with 24, Inari with 22. It's as close as it can get.
Really, really close. I mean, even the ACS numbers, the econ rating, everything, first bloods, they all got it. Yeah, it's that entire thing about just trying to outplay, outread your opponent, not just any opponent too. You might call them rivals. I feel like it's not so much about like just not caring. It's more like I really want to win this, and I don't want to give her a single chance. I'm not gonna let her take a chill pill. I'm not gonna let her breathe. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna attack every single time. That said, you know, some honorable mentions, right? I love Depressed Choco with her Sage pick. These Sage walls, like the Nitro one that you mentioned, Donut, it's what you really need. It's what we came here to watch for some of these players who deserve that spotlight.
Yeah, and it's not just the standard Sage walls that you see from her. It's the different types. One that would defend, one that would be used for offense. And even I think Kyla is also an honorable mention here with the way that she played her Omen. I think that was one of the things that you pointed out, right? One of the X factors would be Depressed Choco and as well as Kyla as the Omen. We all know the use of the universal smokes, the universal approach of an Astra here in Ascent. But all of that paranoia, it did connect. All of her smokes were pristine. So looking forward to what happens in Haven. But before we go to map number 2, before we see the rivalry, we will go into a short break.
Entombed in my mind, can't seem to break away. Lost in time, thinking about better days. Do you ever get used to the pain? 'Cause I don't know if I can do this again. Now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Lullabies of you still in my head. Bloodshot eyes, can't sleep, I'm rotting in my bed. Even the drugs don't faze me. I don't think you understand, I gave you everything I had. When did shit go wrong? And now you got me wondering why you let me die alone inside. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. I died for you, I cried for you, I tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. tried for you. Tell me why you left me bleeding. Give me something. Give me something. DJ, our time. Give me something. Give me something. Our time. Here we are, we locked down in different cities, and our virtual connection falls apart. Guess it's been too many years since California. Now the memories of us is all I have. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn, gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in this same sky, when I'm on the other side. Take me back to the life that we once knew, when the walls weren't closing in like they are now. Cause it's been too many years since California. I wish I could get there, I don't know how. See, one day I'm gonna reach ya, take a plane for many miles. We pretend that time didn't pass us by when we're on Mulholland Drive. I know it won't be long before dawn, gotta be patient for a while. Someday we'll look at stars in the same sky, when I'm on the other side.
It is the FSL Valorant Showdown. A lot of questions to be answered. Will Taylor give us that ace that she promised? Will this be a full series, a full best of 3? Or will Inari end it right here, right now? You're just going to have to watch to find out. Hey, I'm Quack, and this is Donut. We're going to talk you through the whole thing.
I mean, Ascent was anybody's game. We've seen the team of Alexi, BABYGRR, actually win out a couple of games there in Ascent. So it's all a matter of who gets the ace. No, I'm kidding. Because we haven't seen an ace just yet in Ascent, right? So I'm looking forward to Taylor fulfilling that promise to us on getting that ace, or probably anybody else. Because Inari, Alexi almost had an ace. Am I correct, or was that Inari?
I think they both, basically. But Alexi definitely was a lot closer to it. And, she did have more kills at the end. Just by 2, I think. But still, that's when it all comes down to it. You can feel the tension between these two. We were talking about the in-game all chat that they had as well. I'm not going to reveal it, but there's a lot of trash talk going on. It's all in good fun. It's hilarious, and we couldn't love these girls anymore. And of course, again, like we were talking about before we threw it to a break, a lot of the other players are doing so much as well. Kyla, Depressed Choco, and of course, Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, the multi-kills that she's gotten right early on in the game, when it comes down to really trying to control the situation, she's really very good at that. She's also very methodical. Of course, she's an analyst and she's a caster. She knows her own game for sure. And I think there are also other players that we would want to really try and put on the pedestal. I think Panda is one of them. I think she's one of the most consistent ones. Not just because of her agent selection, it's always going to be Astra, but because of the amount of effort and impact that she puts in for her team each and every time. I think you casted one line there, Quackrin. All of her smokes, it's timed very well, and the moment that happened, she did smoke through A main just to cover Taylor, at least just to protect her from Inari during that time, and it's on cue for her, and for sure, all throughout the games that we've seen, she's been very consistent with that.
Really, really consistent. The only thing that I'm kind of, if at all, if I'm just nitpicking, right? Just a little bit concerned for Panda would be those moments where, she wants to place the star, she wants to use her ultimate. Sometimes she's caught out in position. So that's one thing that, I kind of hope through playing all of these games. Oh my gosh, you can read it right now. The chat. Just look at the lower left of the screen. Who's the better chat? But yeah, maybe from playing all of these games, and that's what FSL Valorant Showdown is about as well, they get to learn from their captains. They get to gain this experience, which could help them level up their gameplay. Of course, though, we're going to talk about Haven, the next map that we've got in our hands. We've seen this before. We've seen how aggressive they can be, and they're still going with really similar agent setups. Of course, just a slight difference being the Sentinel and the Controller.
Yeah, I mean, when you said consistency about Panda, she did take it literally. She's going to select the Astra, but that's going to be a big difference versus the Omen, right? When it comes to mobility, the Omen is there, but now the game has commenced. Depressed Choco, as Reina gets that headshot against Ice Cream. So it's a 5v4 now with BABYGRR with that man advantage, and Inari, she's looking for the heads with the Sheriff. She finds the first one against Depressed Choco, but Alexi, she's still alive and kicking as well here behind Gong, but she's just shut down here by Inari. Who's the better jet? That was the question that we saw earlier on. I think it's... No, I'm not gonna say it for sure. It's just friendly banter, but Inari gets a 4K.
Alright, if you want to say it, I'm gonna say it. Look, it's 4 kills. It's 4 kills. It's pretty freaking amazing. It's so difficult to do things like that. 1-0, and we already have Inari basically 3, maybe 2 points away from her ultimate, her Blade Storm. Alexi did make a little bit of noise trying to jump up, give herself that elevation, but she did not have the health. I think that was the biggest factor in that gunfight. Of course, though, they managed to get the spike plant, and I think that was the biggest win. Moving forward, they're just going to have to be a little bit more careful, given the fact that they're forced buying in this round, don't it? Wow, okay.
Yeah, all of the resources spent now on winning, and I love that attitude from BABYGRR, but that's easily shut down there. And Neri gets it 2 kills, both headshots with the Guardian. With that paranoia, look at that, the amount of impact with just one utility. They're being pushed back. That gives a lot of space for Neri to get her second 4K for each of the rounds. If she continues this momentum, I mean, by round 4, she'll be getting like 16.
Donut, I'm getting goosebumps. This is only the second round. How are you getting a quadra? And it's not just any quadra too. BABYGRR had the 4 spies, but just through sheer mechanics, sheer positioning and reads alone, and Neri knows how to take on all of these fights. 8-0 right now. This is the grand final. If BABYGRR doesn't find some rounds soon, this could be it. And Neri continues to pummel through.
That's 2 kills for her. What? 5 seconds in? Now the best Choco, she's fighting for her life right now. Kiki is just gonna spray her down, as well as Kyla. They're just pushing, they're just no stopping, no brakes. Just revving, hitting that accelerator, pushing forward. Once Neri gets that 2K, that's actually the signal, the flag being waved. They come here, they're all here.
Wow. It really is that green light. Now, though, the biggest thing, being able to buy up. I'm not sure if O really wants to upgrade some of their weapons, but actually they're going to hold on to 3 Spectres. The rest who got eliminated in the previous round will be able to go in for those upgrades. But that begs the question of how they'll play out this round. Even if they lose, they get to buy up, so it's not that big a deal. But if they want to continue on this win streak, it becomes crucial. BABYGRR seems to be kind of trapped and stuck, though, and look at what's happening from behind. A Neri with the Blade Storm. Somebody is going to swing. Somebody's going to get her, and that's going to be Panda. Depressed Choco and Alexi continuing to push up front and still holding their ground, finding those shots, finding those kills. They managed to win a round.
You know, when we say that it's all about timing, and timing can be a B, sometimes we see that in a round.
It really can be.
Yeah, I mean, Kyla used that paranoia. I saw it through... Oh, I mean, you guys saw it as well. Like, 4 people were actually blinded. But at that point, right, they weren't really as forward as they expected when it comes down to the timing. So, if that paranoia hit at the perfect time, that would have been kills, free kills for Nong there.
Yeah. That said, you know, props to BABYGRR because they stood their ground. Now moving into the next, it's still the same execute, but the tripwire actually catches the press Choco. Main thing is the space has been created, so they will be able to get that spike plant. Nebula dissipates, and Alexi does not give them any time, any room to breathe. Continuing to spray it down, Kyla will have no choice but to back off.
One enemy remaining.
Final teammate, and that's going to be Kiki. Trying to do what she can from Garage. Alexi's had enough. I'm gonna get a quadra of my own.
That's a great way. I mean, they now saw a weakness. It's gonna be the C site. Although, of course, that was a great tripwire from Nong there. He was able to spot out 1, but when 1 is only caught, how about the rest? How about the 4? You have to worry about that. You don't have 4 tripwires, huh? So I guess that's something that they have to contain, right? Even if they take 1 down, it's not a sense of comfort. You don't have to be complacent. There's still Alexi trying to mow them down. There's still that dash in and that unpredictability that you really have to be cautious about.
You are divided.
Just so dangerous. Neri's not backing down though. Look at what she's doing on the minimap. The rest of BABYGRR are trying to go in with an A split, and Neri's all the way behind them. She does pop off a bit of a trap. When it comes down to the anchoring potential of her teammates, they manage to do their job, and here comes a Neri. Able to take 1 out, and that leaves Centenario left alone. What is that shot onto the top of the boxes? We are in a 1-on-2. However, She does not have the spike, and that could be it. It is Donut 4-2.
You send an Aryu with that fadeaway shot, and it's a headshot against Inari. Beautiful work there, beautiful effort, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, really? When we said that C was a weakness, BABYGRR wanted to switch it up. They wanted to go to the A side, but that crossfire between Ice Cream and Kiki, that was something that they couldn't really break. Because one was at the corner, one was actually at a very off angle, and they pushed through one by one. It was like, they're just giving away the kills to Team OH REALLY, and BABYGRR, they have to really make sure that they use all of their utilities. And Kiki here, use the Leer, and then gets the headshot against Panda, and this is a threat now. They either have to push forward towards A, or they have to fight back and get the kill. Terror fights back. But Depressed Choco is gonna catch one. Kiki is lurking in, as well as Ice Cream. Depressed Choco makes sure to capture.
Last player standing.
Neri, though, oh my gosh. The only one left, and she has an operator. Might just opt to save instead, given that it's 3 opponents that she has to face. Alexi, making use of all that. And that's the thing that I love about Team BABYGRR. Anytime there's a single bit of situation, someone's pushing out, someone's getting killed, they're going to make use of that information. They're going to go in and take advantage of that situation, Donut. And that's what we saw Depressed Choco doing.
And that information, right? I think she was just tasked. They were all tasked to place themselves on default positions. And at that point, Depressed Choco, she caught off 2 Wanderers. And they were just taking a stroll. And what little did they know, there was a troll behind them trying to really capture, right, and get those flanks. Because at this point, right, the coverage of the Killjoy, it has to be close to each other. And Terror was the one holding the spike. And they succeed, right, with that push. Now it's a 4-3. And BABYGRR, they have the Blade Storm, they have the Hunter's Fury, probably for the post plant, or maybe to just catch where OH REALLY is always posted. But the lockdown is going to be important for them here. Because the team of OH REALLY, they're struggling with a buy, and Neri's still going to be saving that operator. But how about the rest? They don't have enough.
Yeah, only Kiki, perhaps, with a bit of Vandal and some light shields. And that's why this round is going to be a really tricky one to face. You know that BABYGRR are going to go in full force, full send, straight into Garage, and maybe even C as well. But Nong with the Cyber Cage and the off angle sets up for a little bit of something. Depressed Choco with a trade and Ice Queen with a trade of her own. That's going to be Vandals galore for Team OH REALLY. Kiki pushing out now, getting spotted by the alarm bots. It's just pandemonium everywhere. I feel like BABYGRR are going to want to try to recollect themselves and focus on a single site, focus on a single objective, because that got way too messy.
Yeah, and they're 2 down with that scrap buy from OH REALLY, a Vandal, an operator, but it seems that Inari has smelled one of her victims here. It might be Panda, or it might be that drone. I'm not too sure who the victim is, but the lockdown is there. But still, the shots are being done by Inari. She takes down Terror, and the lockdown is destroyed. So they have no choice either to back down now or to push forward.
Whatever you do, you have to do it quick. 30 seconds left, and that's all you've got. And of course, no, maybe they don't really hear the footsteps, but they have an inkling. They have 3 players, too, to work with. That's going to be Ice Cream, each and every single one of them, holding down a single site. Utility's been spotted out now, and that is the go-ahead. They know it's going to be C. Kyla trying to make it fast. The Paranoia sent out. Unfortunately, it's not going to do that much. Panda trying to stay alive. Still has enough in the tank just to spray her down. Neri, Kyle, Ice Cream, they're going in, going with the recon as well inside of the smoke. What a smart play! Just enough to take Panda away. The shock dart. Oh no, is that she's gotten off of it. Neri just trying to find the one shoulder. It's sent to Neri, here's the footsteps, goes in for a little bit of a spray, clutches out the situation just for BABYGRR to tie things up.
That's a great way. I think we saw two Kobe's there. The first one, the shock bolt, and that first hit of the Hunter's Fury. That wasn't a confirmed kill, but that was a lot of damage against Inari when that happened. She was very low. She was very red. 14 HP. And at that point, if you have an operator, that's good, but you have to have that close encounter. And the rifle was just what dominated during that round. Now they've lost that operator, so Inari's gonna use the Blade Storm instead.
That just might be all she needs. Look how she's pushing out. Terror knows it though, thanks to the alarm bot, but oh my goodness! She is just W gaming right now! A second one, maybe a third, dashes away just to stay alive. Kyla and the rest of the gang, the cavalry has arrived to press Choco. It's not gonna matter. She tried to push past the smoke, but it's a flawless, it's somewhat of a thrifty win for Team Oh Really.
It was a thrifty one, just because of Inari. I mean, look at that.
Doesn't matter.
The Blade Storms connect. And the blades are actually just really magnetic at that point, even though she's jumping, even though she's strafing left and right, she knows her motion. In Inari, she said, okay, I'm gonna pick up this Vandal, but I'm not gonna use it just yet. Still gonna use the Blade Storm. This time, Alexi has her own. She sees Inari. Is there gonna be a confirmed kill? Dashes away. This is gonna be the chase, but Inari has captured Alexi. She's in her hands and the headshot as well. And Squim to the rescue, and it's just down to Terror.
No way.
He's gonna fall to Inari. I mean, Inari's so quick, so fast.
Alright, just for this specific moment, Inari comes out on top as the better Chet. I feel like they both have similar, but still different styles. And that's why I think they both deserve their, you know, their own spotlights, their own pedestals. We love all of them. But right now, Inari's really just... she's glowing, alright? It's not even the skin, it's just her being, her gameplay. 18-5, Donut.
That's a big difference in terms of the KDA. That's stats that really matters the most.
No!
And Inari here is not yet done. She's gonna get two.
Oh my
Terror
God.
and Centenario. But Alexi is still alive and kicking. She even gets the third one. I think this might be the ace that we're looking for, not unless Alexi's gonna shut it down. But Inari's so quick. Ace is denied, but the Press Choco is still fighting. She gets 3, but Kyla, the wall bang, did her best. I mean, we were really looking forward to that ace.
Yeah. I mean, we love our aces. You know, we don't need to have them. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to be catching this with you, Donut. This entire match, this round, it's sending me. I'm just so elated with the way that she's playing with this. I do, however, just want to give a shout out, props to Centenario, because she was playing with a rough connection earlier on. Now it's slightly better, and she has been making use of her utility so well, especially with that clutch from before. Now on to the next, and it's going to be a B-site hit. Alexi trying to do what she can, but both angles just covered, especially Kyla up on top of the boxes. Goes in for the shrouded step. They hear it, they want to take her down, but they can't because Nog is blocked. And Eric coming in from behind too, and they tried to react to a Taylor actually getting a trade. But Kyla up front, trades upon trades, and Oh Really comes out on top.
Yeah, that's a crossfire to beat here. Long and Ice Squim, as well as Kyla up top. You can't really break through that anymore. If that's a triple crossfire, you can't stop it. There was a cosmic divide thrown in, even that that recon bolt, right, to try and figure out where they currently are. But it did not connect, it did not give them the information that they needed, so it all went downhill from there. And in terms of O'Reilly's defense at that time, when they placed their bets on B, they won it, right? They knew that it might be a fast hit towards B because they haven't really done that so far. And Panda is gonna juggle peek. This time they have switched the sides. And Inari just looking for her prey. She spots out one, but Alexi's gonna take her down. Terror here, the anchor of the site. She's moving like a turtle. Fast, yet the kills are in the favor of Depressed Choco right now.
One enemy
It's a 1v1. But Centenario's so low, she has to find the timing, but Ice Cream found it for her. 9-4 now. Oh, really? Takes the pistol round.
And that's confidence right there in that one-on-one. Ice Cream, Centenario. Centenario was not sure where the final player would be. She was considering that maybe she might peek out from the right side of these boxes. And that's where Ice Cream just knew where she was. Went in for that kill. 9-4. And while it was really close, similar to what we saw from the previous map, BABYGRR has so much work to do, Donut, and they really have to do it right now. They lose this, the next round, this map could be over, and that's gonna be the end of the grand finals. Nong and Eri, they are all on site, and they are breaking it down.
And then it is broken down, but Depressed Choco is still fighting for her life with that Bucky. She had a plan. She wanted to have herself posted on Garage, but Lexi is still fighting. She gets a first headshot. She doesn't even destroy the drone. Not at all, and it's gonna be an Eri. And did Lexi go for the knife?
She ran out of ammo. She had to, I think. Oh my goodness. I mean, this was kind of that throwaway round, baby. Just, you know, try to do whatever you can with the pistols, sheriffs, the Bucky even. Doesn't quite work out the way that they'd hoped, but still a valiant effort nonetheless. I love this little bit with the dance against the drone. They're both strafing left to right and then just calling out for Inari. I don't know if Alexi knew it or not, but Inari definitely did, and she was going in for that frag, specifically that frag. 26 now. 4 more away from the 30 bomb.
The 30 bomb might be here, but Alexi's the one delivering the numbers. 1 now for this round. Kyla uses that paranoia, but Inari, she's already sneaked in the sight.
Good
But Depressed
job.
Choco with a quick peek there, gets the double, even gets to overheal. Not until Ice Cream eliminates her, but still, BABYGRR, they're alive and kicking, and they're roaring.
Just a zoo of animals. All intimidating their opponents, all just begging them for them to come into this cage with them. And that's Depressed Choco really holding down the site, not being bothered by anything that was being thrown at her. I love how she was hiding in that corner. I love how Alexi was actually controlling A short for her. And that's a very intentional play. We're gonna go on to the next round though. I know we really are just sending it down into the C site.
Neri knows that there's one on site. That recon bolt was destroyed, but Neri is gonna just drive by and spray with that Spectre. Alexi with the Blade Storm, though, is still gonna be a threat against this plant.
Oh,
There's from the shadows for Kyla. And hello there, Centenario to greet her. And Alexi is the one fighting. She does get the first kill. She sees a Neri. She knows that there's
Oh
one
my
there,
God.
but there's a crossfire and a blade storm. But they make sure Kiki and
Are you
Neri, they're delivering the numbers. They were so quick to get the kills. Duelists? Yes, they are.
duelists hand in hand too. I mean,
Duelists.
duelist, nice. Thank you, Donut. Oh my gosh. Round of applause, please. Donut's so great. I love catching with you. This round is so good, especially with the way that it ends. I mean, working together like that, they knew it was going to be a hit from Garage, and then Mary did not even go in for the kill. She was just updrafting to throw Alexi and Terror off. That's how they got the trades. That's how Kiki managed to come out on top. And just with that, it's going to be so close away from match point. Alexi, I don't know what it is. BABYGRR, they need this round so desperately. But it's a little bit tough, Panda. Bit of a trade, Terror's life gone. And Alexi just perched up on top of this, doing as much damage as she possibly can. It's down to Ice Queen. And 1-on-3.
She's doing all the work for her team, Ice Cream. Does get one with a Guardian, but surprise, look at your side!
Great.
Alexi gets the 4 kills. It was inevitable at that point. Alexi is firing up as well. Look at this first kill. A quick one against an Airy for sure.
You know?
At some point I thought that she saw 2 people, but she preferred to kill the Jet. But then I was mistaken. She just did a side swipe in terms of her movement, and she strafed, and she wasn't able to catch the one on the left.
It's really deliberate movements.
Yeah.
Especially when it's an area. But yeah, I love how she was tapping away at that final kill too. And that was a round that they sorely needed. They've managed to save themselves from match point. They've managed to break O'Really's economy. This round should be theirs in the books. Written in the pages. Depressed Choco solving the classic. Kind of felt pressure in that moment, but thankfully Alexi's here to bail her out. Inari not able to survive either. Wanting to go in for that duel, but Alexi got it instead. We're getting just a little bit closer, don't it?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the defense now, it seems as if they just turned on that grrr and aggression, basically. With how they're playing out, they're set up their duos here on the site. Once there would be at least one spotted, one would rotate over. And I think that's what I like about BABYGRR's defense, right? The duo lists are going to be posted up in A, but C site is one of their priorities. They've been losing some of these rounds there, but they've successfully won it because of all of that crossfires that they've set up for themselves. But they've already captured the C site, and Inari takes down Centenario, and Panda is just looking for the perfect time for her to peek out. And Terror actually catches Nong out. Kiki takes one, and Terror is gonna be spotting her out. Gets a kill as well. 2v2 for Depressed Choco. She dismisses away. Oh, B-Squim was blind, but she still gets a kill. A 1v1. Terror's so low. She has to defuse the spike as well. There's a lot of time. Ice Cream gets a kill, and the spray. Terror gets the 4K. It's not aced, but still it's a win.
A big dub. I don't care what it is. For the rest of the day, for the rest of her life,
I know exactly.
she has earned this. She has proven herself. Just with that one frag, just with that one clutch. You could tell that she was kind of nervous too. The fact that it wasn't a headshot, it wasn't the cleanest, but she managed to bring it home, and that's what counts.
I love that she crouched as well, because some of the bullets went over her head.
Oh, you're so right.
If you wanted to displace your opponents, then I would just spray down and just crouch. And then probably because the headshot angle was also there, right? If I were Ice Cream, but Terror knew that she had an advantage. But Inari, she's not stopping, and she even picked up the operator, Quack.
Alexi's operator too. I'm scared. These rounds have been so back and forth. Not even really back and forth, given how just the way that O'Really manages to hit these sites. And I say hit with a capital H. Nary now holding and posting up with the operator. Anyone who peeks out is as good as dead. She swaps over to the Blaze Storm, and they go in for the spike plant on A. Panda, this is not impossible. She's got 2 stars and a Cosmic Divide donut.
Yeah, she just has to figure out where they currently are. She has to use those 2 stars efficiently, because time is also in her hands.
Oh my god.
And Panda, she really needs to get the kill, but Inari was just waiting for her. That was a jiggle for Panda, but
Oh man.
Inari just snaps and gets the kill.
Kinda hoped that she used her utility.
Yeah, I agree with you that it's been a lot of back and forth. Like some of these rounds, you would see one person shine, and then the other one, such as Terror's clutch and a 4K for that round. Inari going ham. At the same time, Alexi during the defense just mowing down whoever comes her way. I
This
feel
could
like
be
that's
it,
the reason why it's been a back and forth. But this time, Alexi, she pushes up forward. This might be it.
12-8. Anything happens and it's all over. The judge! We're going in for judgment time. Judgment Day has arrived. And BABYGRR are just trying to keep themselves alive. A few fallen friends, but the rest of them are not giving up. Look at how they're positioned, though. All trapped, all kind of backed out and hunted by the hounds. And oh, really? Tayror pushing up front. She will be able to start this retake by taking down Nog. But with so much space lost, with the spike planted so far away, Donut, this is bad.
This is gonna be tricky for BABYGRR. They do have the lockdown available for them. And all it takes is an Empress. Now the lockdown is here. Paranoia comes in, and that's an easy kill. And they destroy the lockdown as well, so it's all down to Tayror. She's gonna spray her down, but Kiki takes the headshot. And now 13 for Oh Really? It just means that they're the queens of FSL Valorant Showdown.
To end it in such a fashion too, Donut. Can you imagine how it felt to be Tayror in that last second? When you see you're just starting to take that shot against Kyla, and she teleports away or even behind you. Kiki coming up in front. You just know that there's nothing that you can do except spray and literally pray for something. 13-8, and of course, an incredibly well-deserved win by how dominant Aneri and her team were.
I would have to agree. The domination is clearly seen by this team, and what we saw earlier wasn't just about Aneri. It was all about how they formed themselves from the very beginning up until the very end, that they are showcasing their talent. And I love to see Aneri shine, but then all of that overflows to her teammates as well. We saw a lot of that from Kiki. And I'm not just saying that for the team O'Reilly, but I'm also saying that for the team BABYGRR, because that duo list of Alexi is depressed Choco. And I love to see those duos really come out on top, because sometimes these duos, once it's formed, that's when you form a team. And then some of these girls really love to live these experiences within the game. And maybe next time we'll see these ladies actually sign up for official Game Changers tournaments.
I really hope so. I mean, if you already sign up, but then, you know, sometimes you in your bracket or in your group, you're playing against Team SMG, you're playing against Aneri's team. Now maybe RRQ, I don't know. But yeah, it gets so intimidating. But please never ever give up. Whether you're just with your friends, whether you have an AUG, continue to play, because this is how the Game Changer scene, this is how FSL continues to grow. And you know, take a lot of these experiences. Even just today, we might have seen some tricky situations, we might have seen some insane plays, but a lot of these names just keep staying in my head. You know, I'm thinking about Depressed Choco, I'm thinking about Panda, Centenario, you mentioned it, Kiki, Kyla. They were all so great. Nong as well. Yeah, just congrats to Team O'Reilly, I guess.
Yeah, and
So
I think
good.
it's not just the two grand finalists, right? I mean, the ones that just played today. There were a lot of ladies who showed up their game here at Valorant Showdown. I think we actually named them all throughout the whole cast that we've done.
100%.
But to the team captains of Peek Me Bro and Team Whiff, of course, that's Polly and Sway. Thank you so much for showing your leadership and showing what it takes to be a professional player in the scene to other ladies, of course.
Yeah, please, like, pat on the back for everyone. This has been a fun 4 days. I hope we get to do this more, Donut. And I really hope to see a lot more players. I hope to see everyone growing and getting better at the game. You know, new act just started.
Yeah, I mean, the new act has started, the new year has started, and I think this is a good omen for the rest of the year. We're having this event. We have this show match, which is, well, more than that, it is a showdown because it was literally 4 days of non-stop Valorant action, and I feel like this will now be the ebb and flow all throughout the year.
Yeah, and you know what? I know a lot of people are asking, a lot of people are wondering, if you want to find out about Game Changers 2023, Game Changers APAC, follow FSL. Follow all of these channels and whatever else you can find, because that's the best way to stay up to date with any of these Game Changers news. So with that, I think, Donut, do you have any closing words?
I think not really. We're done here. We've crowned
right,
the team. Oh, really? They're gonna get the prize money, and I think for sure that the team has been happy because they really showed all of their might all throughout the 4 days, and that is really well deserved. And at this point, that it's a winner take all type of thing, for sure. That's gonna be not just the crown, not just the bragging rights, but also, of course, the prize.
Yeah, some cash prize. So once again, congrats to all the girls. Congrats for everyone who participated. Props to you. But with that, that's been it. It's been a fun 4 days. Heyimquack, this is Donut. Please go and support her. Oh, I'm pointing the right way. Please go and support her at JEMDADULA. Gem Dadula? Yes, I pronounced that correctly. So thank you so much, everyone. Stay tuned. I mean, for more Game Changers, follow FSL. We'll see you next time, hopefully.